try to make this as brief as possible. So this is about a concept I recently discovered is not what it's made out to seem to be, at least on in terms of data and what's online about this. So about it's called exact match domain. What that means is you take a keyword, and for this, I'm going to be using attorney mortgage as well as as well as Nashville sheds for an example. And so we'll do one at a time. So the exact match domain for attorney mortgage is going to be voila, attorneymortgage.com. And so let me just show you, let me just paint the full picture for you, right? So attorney mortgage has 1,900 searches a month. So one big component of SEO is backlinks. A backlink, if I give you a backlink, that means I have a website, and on my website, I place a link to your website, whether it's because of an article I wrote about you or some other form of content, even if it's just a comment that I comment on my own blog post, and someone else can comment your link on my blog post. But more than likely, every website that it has a decent, reputable well, every website that has a decent reputation or at least a domain rating or a domain authority that's worth getting a backlink from will have it to where anybody that places a link on whether it's like if someone comes on my website and comments their own link on my blog comment form or blog comment area, I already have a setting that makes it a no follow backlink, which means you get nothing from it. Um, but now I can go and change that setting and turn it to a do follow backlink, where that's where it has all the good impact to your site, right? And so without getting too granular, um, where this where these two concepts come into play with one another is well, here, let me just show you actually. So RFs is a tool in the SEO industry, and they're a staple in the SEO industry, actually. You can go to Google and type in RF backlink and click the first one, and this is how you can check not only your site's backlinks, but anybody. And so naturally with SEO, you would think the more reputable backlinks you have, the higher up you are on the page. And you're correct if you think that. However, not with exact match domains, come to find out. And if you look, I've done my due diligence on this years ago, and everything online says it makes maybe a 3, 4, 5% difference in the effort it takes to rank a website. So 5% easier. That's it, right? I mean, that's 5 hours less out of 100 hours if you really want to get technical about it. And so up until I had contracted a client, he's actually my brother, on this keyword, I believed what the data said. And of course, contracting a client on this keyword, I'm going to do my due diligence and see what the competition has and what we're up against. In fact, I won't even use the rank 2 or 3 websites. I'll go a little further down and show you the backlinks that they have compared to Attorney Mortgage. So, Attorney Mortgage, I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to run through this fast so I don't take too much of your time. So, domain rating is exactly what you may assume it is. It's a score out of 100, about roughly about how great your website is. Backlinks come into the factor into that score. So do some other stuff, but that's a conversation for another time. So they have 27 backlinks, which is garbage. No website should be at rank one with that few backlinks, at least not for a keyword this competitive. So let's go to Lionheart Law. 2.2700 backlinks for 46 domain rating. Blows that out of the water, out of the first website, right? I'm gonna just reaffirm this with this other ranked website. 11,000 backlinks, right? So, excuse my sniffling. Allergies flared up today. I'm going to show you that it's not just in that industry either, though. I'm going to show you Nashville Sheds very quickly. Um, let's look at yeah, let's look at Sheds Nashville. Oops, sorry. We'll look at both of these, and then we're going to go down here and look at one that's way below them, right? Because Sheds Nashville and Nashville Sheds are very similar. Ideally, for an exact match domain, you would want Nashville Sheds without the hyphen even. But neither of these sites have that, so let's just get on with it, I guess. But they're both half decent for the exact match domains. So 34 backlinks, right? And when we saw they're at rank one, right? So then let's go to Sheds Nashville. And even though these aren't exact match domains, because they're pretty close, 177 backlinks. Now let's go to Tough Shed. They were well below them, right? So there you go, 10,000 backlinks.